Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Spotify for podcasters. And my name is Alec. I am your host. And before anything else, I would like to greet and appreciate everyone for being here right now. If you are listening to the show for the first time, then welcome to the show. I hope that you enjoy this one. I hope that you enjoy this episode. If you do, if you learned something from it, go ahead and share it on your Instagram. Do not forget to tag me at Alec, or you can check out the other episodes that we have here on the show. And if you are an avid listener of the podcast, if you have listened to the podcast for the nth time, or you are subscribing and, of course, just following our daily podcast sessions, I want to say that I'm proud of you. I want to say that I am so glad that you are still on the path towards self improvement and self growth. And so, for this episode, I want to talk about something that I feel that a lot of people are kind of misguided by, or they have a certain misconception about how greatness actually is. And now I want to shed light to it. I want to share it because I actually saw something. Because if you're not aware, I actually posted something on my Facebook account, and I asked people what's their favorite quote, and I'll turn it into podcast. I'll turn it into a podcast. And something that I just got to be reminded of is a comment by Andrea Caparoso. And she commented, "Don't let loneliness reconnect you with toxic people. You shouldn't drink poison just because you're thirsty." And I kind of reflected in my life. When were the moments when I settled for something less than I deserve just because it felt lonely? And maybe take a good look in your life as well. How many people in your life do you spend time with because you really want to spend time with it? Not because you need to, not because you have to, but you want to spend time with them. And there were a lot of moments in my life, but I can totally relate to this quote, knowing that if you want to be great, okay, if you want to out stand out from the rest of the people, if you want to be on the path towards abundance, peace, prosperity, success, and greatness, then you shouldn't spend time with people who are toxic, who are going to pull you down. And I've always had this mindset of just aligning with people who I feel aligned with, and I let the universe take away the people who are not aligned with me. And one thing that I do learn is that the more that I become closer to greatness, to prosperity, to abundance, the more that my circle keeps on getting tighter and tighter. Before, it was all about quantity, but now it's all about quality. Quality people only. And I guess something that I want to highlight in for you guys is that if you are on the path of greatness, which I assume that you are, you're here, you're watching, you're listening, and I want to give you a heads up that this path is going to be lonely. And some of you might say, well, It's only lonely at the top because you are leaving people behind. But I want to give you a quick reality check. You can never really bring everyone in your life. If you want to be truly great, if you want to be exceptional, then you gotta do something or do the things that exceptional people do. If you want to be great, if you want to be great, then you gotta do what the other great people do. And that means if you want to be on the top 5% of this world, if you want to do something that's truly remarkable that hundreds and thousands of people are gonna remember you for, then you got to stop doing what the other half is doing. You got to stop doing what all the other non-great people in your life do. You got to say no to scarcity, to falling down to vices, to doing what the other 95% are doing right now. And that's really lonely because you're going to be a part of the top 5% because you're doing what others are not willing to do, but you're not going to be one of them. But one thing that I do know is that the lonely road to greatness is better than the crowded road to mediocrity. The road to greatness is lonely, just like climbing a high mountain. It's going to be lonely. Maybe some you guys came in and you're like 10 people when you started, but as you went up, some people decide to just stay there halfway, stop. And it's going to be a lot more lonelier than you have ever expected it to be. But one thing that I can assure you is that the view is going to be worth it. It might feel lonely at some point, but the path to greatness will require you a lot of sacrifices. So ask yourself, are you really in the pursuit of true greatness? Or is it just something that you kind of like? Because if you're not ready to face the sacrifices that you need to be great, then don't even bother spending your time in doing so. Just do what the 95% of people are doing. Because you are going to either be a warrior who might feel loneliness that can essentially lead to greatness, or you're going to be one of those sheeps who has this herd mentality, waiting for an order, letting life decide what's going to happen in their lives, all caring just about food and rest and sex even. If you walk the path of the billion people, how can you really know that you are great? So I guess that's the question that I want to leave you guys with. Is this something that you truly want? Is greatness something that you decide that you want to be your destiny? Because if yes, then come join us in the pursuit of greatness, in the pursuit of making a legacy, in the pursuit of standing out, of leaving people who are not going to be aligned with us, and accepting that greatness, prosperity, success is not for everyone, but only for those who are willing to make the sacrifices. And so that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you do, go ahead and share it on your Instagram. Don't forget to tag me at Alec Cuenca and let me know your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. I read your messages. Thank you guys for just helping the podcast push to now. I think we're top 15 again. Thank you. Thank you so much. And announcements are posted down below. Go ahead and check it out if you want. And just want to say thank you again for all the love and support that I've been receiving with the daily podcast. And can't wait to share more of the things I want to share you with in this segment. And so again, thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Spotify for Podcasters. And so always remember that you are loved, you are worth it, and you are more than enough. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.